Hey everyone, FFET channel here. Mercenary Ramza is the other rainbow unit of the Final Fantasy Tactics Part 3 banner. He can fulfill various roles like tank, DPS, support, magic. So how can fulfill those roles in the game? Let's check it out now. This is Mercenary Ramza. His base stats. In the magic, Mercenary Ramza has Cura, Raise, Esunaga, and Ultima. In the special abilities, we have HP, MP, Attack, Magic, Defense, and Spirit 20%, Auto Refresh, Weapon Break is a skill that does 180% physical damage to the enemy and for 5 turns decrease the attack of the enemy in 40%. Mind Break, the same of Weapon Break but decrease the magic in 40%. Counter Tackle, this is a passive skill that has 30% chance to counter with normal attack. Stone Throw, this is a skill that does 400 fixed damage to one enemy. Yeah, just like the same skill of Ramza's useless sister Alma. Noble Lineage, this is a passive skill that has 75% chance to protect an ally from physical damage, and Mercenary Ramza gets 50% physical and magical damage mitigation, just like Cecil's Saintly Wall. Interesting. True Hero, another passive that gives Mercenary Ramza protection from all status ailments. It's like Mercenary Ramza has a rival equipped innate. Blade of Justice, this is a skill that does 250% physical damage with 25% defense ignore to the enemy with 8 hits. So normalized, this skill does 375% physical damage in 8 hits. Warrior Spray, this is a passive skill that increases the attack of Ramza in 50% when a hat is equipped. Last of the Behold, this is another passive skill that increases the defense of Ramza in 50% when a helm is equipped. Second Wind, this is a skill that increases the attack of magic of an ally in 50% for 3 turns. Brand Heretic, this is a passive skill that increases the magic in 50% when a robe is equipped in Ramza. And True Justice, this is another passive skill that increases the defense and spirit in 50% when a light shield is equipped on Ramza. We can see that Ramza's passive encouraged you to equip him as a tank or as a warrior. It's true that you have a passive skill, let's see, Brand Heretic, that increase the magic to when you equip a robe, but we can see two things here. You don't have a passive that increase the magic when you equip a robe, and Ramza can equip robes, so the fact that he has Ultima doesn't mean you can equip him effectively like a mage. So I think even without equipping him in my test, it is ineffective to equip Mercenary Ramza as a mage. It could be more effective equipping him as a DPS, trying to test Blade of Justice and see how much damage I do chaining him with different units, or equipping him as a tank to see how much damage he can absorb with a good equipment, and doing the snow trick with Mercenary Ramza because he has Noble Lineage that basically is like a Saintly Wall. Okay, let's see the equipment and the test in the dummy right now. Well, first of all, I'm going to show you that my Mercenary Ramza doesn't have any pots. He has Odin Esper and also Apocalypse, Second Knife, Imperial Helm, Last Will Close, Ifrit's Claw, Ruler's Ring, attack 15%, 2 attacks 15%, attack 30%, and Great Sword Mastery. And with that, Ramza has almost 5000 HP and 588 attack. Just good numbers, normal numbers for a base 5-star. So let's see the normal attack. Just the same animation of the Squire Ramza attack, but one more swing of the sword. Okay. He doesn't have much skills. Let's see Weapon Break. Okay. I assume that Mind Break is just the same. Okay, now let's see Blade of Justice. Okay, well, the damage is not, it's well normal, but compared to Knight Delita, it's just a letdown of the damage because, well, Knight Delita does a lot of damage with F2P equip. Okay, that was fast. Now I'm going to use TMs. Ramza has now Genki Blade, Excalibur, Black Cowl, Brave Suit, Bracer, Genki Glove, 2 Wisdoms, Great Sword Mastery and Blade Mastery. And with that, Ramza has 6400 HP and 868 attack. Okay, let's see the normal attack. Next, the Weapon Break. Okay, now Blade of Justice. A little letdown of the numbers. Yep. Well, it's only 375% damage, so it's to be expected that it is a little lower. Here's some units which Ramza can chain well. First, let's see Knight Delitas with Commanding Blade. Both skills chain pretty nice. Next, let's see Ramza with Riku, specifically Tidal Wave. Somewhat it chains nice. And finally, Ramza with Band's Assault Strike. With those 3 units you can timing nice combos. Now let's see how Ramza works as a tank. I equip him Mighty Hammer, Army Shield, Grand Helm, Force Armor, Monarch's Ring, Vitality Apparatus, and 4 HP 15% materials. And with that, Ramza has 7600 HP and 458 defense. It's a low HP for a tank, but the defense is alright because I don't have pots on him. So let's try the snow trick. I will cast Provoke. And let's see what happens. Okay, Ramza covered the attacks, but he loses a lot of HP. Let's try again. Well, it's not as effective as a real tank like Cecil of Warrior of Light, but it could be a nice secondary tank because it doesn't invalidate the fact that you have Warrior of Light or Cecil, and also you have Mercenary Ramza for another effects like, well, using him as a DPS or a debuffer, or I don't know, a support unit like I'm doing now. But as a main tank, I don't think that he can do it. In conclusion, Ramza can fulfill many roles, can be a breaker, and his breaks are good because it lasts for 5 turns. He can be a damage dealer, he can be a tank, but all of his roles are only halfway of a specialist damage dealer, a specialist tank, or a specialist breaker. In the cons and pros of Mercenary Ramza we have, in the pros, good HP and defense. Mercenary Ramza has good innate HP and defense, so you don't have to equip accessories or materials to increase those stats, and you can focus on attack or another parameters. Can break, attack and magic. Weapon break and mind break last for 5 turns and decrease attack and magic in 40% respectively, and that is good amount of turns and percentage to decrease. Can cure ailments. Ramza has Esunaga that can cure ailments to all the party, and that is useful for certain fights. Can cover allies. Noble Lineage is just like Saintly Wall, with the highest chance to cover allies and has the same damage mitigation, that is 50%. Support skills. Ramza can boost the attack and magic of the allies with Second Wind, and also can revive allies with Raise. That can be useful in certain moments of the fight that can get out of your hands and you need to resurrect and heal at the same time. Immunity to all stats. With True Hero, Ramza has immunity to all stats ailments. That means he has a innate Ribbon equipped, and with that his Esunaga has more value because he has immunity to all, and with that he can cure the stats ailments all the times necessary. In the cons we have low damage power. Blade of Justice doesn't do enough damage for Ramza to be a damage dealer, compared to, for example, Knight Delira, that is the same unit of the banner. He doesn't do enough damage to be a damage dealer, even chaining with another unit. Can equip ropes. Ramza can equip ropes, so because of that his magic value is very low, and because of that you can use Ultima of his arsenal to do magic damage, so that means you only can focus him in support, attack or tanking builds. Less defense than a normal tank. Having even extraordinary HP, Mercenary Ramza's defense is a bit lower than a normal tank. His maximum defense can be around 550 defense, 570 defense, 150 defense lower than your normal tank like Cecil, Warrior of Light, Wilhelm, that surpass the 680, 700 defense with maximum equip. So that the difference of defense can be crucial in the harder fights. But the HP of Mercenary Ramza is on par of the standard tanks, but in the defense Mercenary Ramza is lower. Mercenary Ramza is a very versatile unit. It can be a buffer, debuffer with the breaks, can be a damage unit, and can be a tank. But I think he can shine better as a tank with the buff abilities. You can use the combo with Snow and tanking with him, very nice, and using a Sunaga, raise, and breaking the stats of the enemy, and he can be a very good support unit. If you were expecting a damage unit because he can use a very nice and shiny skill, you will be disappointed because the damage modifiers of that skill are not very good, and even chaining with another unit, the damage output is not very good. Ramza is better suited as a tank, and is a good tank, but having Cecil now more than enhanced and Warrior of Light, probably you won't need Mercenary Ramza. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, please subscribe and see you later.